It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That, of course, is Benedictum with Veronica on lead vocal. And people in the chat room are asking about Veronica. So I said, okay, I'll get a hold of Veronica and get her on the air with me. So I'm calling her right now. She's held up somewhere. So,
Hello.
hello, doll.
Hi, doll. How are you?
Splendid. I'm happy to talk to you because I haven't talked to you in so long.
I'm telling you, it's been way too long. And I think about you all the time. I'm like, I gotta talk to him. And I haven't had. It's either been trying to get better, or then all of a sudden everything that's been going on is like this whirlwind.
Yeah, I hear
it's on though.
Well, the fans have been beckoning for you tonight. The chat room has been alive with Veronica Talk because today, as I text you, it's the 5th anniversary of the passing of Ronnie James Dio, and of course, you've done a stellar job in covering a couple of his Black Sabbath tunes with Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules, and I played those tonight in tribute to Ronnie James Dio, and then people were like, what happened to Veronica? Get her on the phone. We haven't talked to her in a while. She's so fun.
Wow. Well, that made my day because I really needed to hear that. It's been a challenging time, as you may or may not know, but I'm really grateful. That's all I have to say. So, wow. And the irony of it is that so I'm in Newark right now, just got back to my room, and last night, so I drove yesterday from Newark to Fairfax,
Virginia. Down I-95, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So that's supposed to be like sitting for that long. It ended up being a 7.5-hour drive because of the traffic and stuff. But it's all good. But go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
But of all things, it was Nina from A Sound of Thunder, Nina and Josh, and they are doing a cover CD, and so I did Last in Line, and it was kind of a chilling moment because then I realized, like on the way home today, oh my God, what day it was, and there was a moment when I was doing the recording, and I just got all emotional. Well, I'm already emotional anyway, but you get that. It was a moment. And then realizing kind of what's going on and how important today is, and I just thought that was just bizarre. And then just got here, and then getting ready to tomorrow or Monday morning actually, going up to Ithaca to rehearse with the Rods, and then we head out for Europe on the 21st.
Wow.
So yeah,
I saw the big press release put out there, that the Rods recorded a song with the great V from Benedictum, and, it's like that's the most press that they've gotten in years,
Oh, dear. Well, I'm grateful. I think it's grateful. Maybe I'm overusing it, but damn it, that's just how I feel, especially, with all the stuff that's been going on with me health-wise. It was really the carrot on the stick that I needed to keep pushing through, and I'm not out of the woods yet. But you know how it is. We gotta stay metal on this thing. I had these opportunities happen, so I've pushed the surgery off like 3 times. I haven't told anybody that yet, but now I'm telling you. So I have surgery scheduled for June 3rd.
Right. Well, you're suffering with what, like calcium deposits or bone spurs on your spine?
Oh my God! Someone called me the river monster, which I just thought was the funniest thing because I would have this little dorsal fin.
Yeah, you're like the Gila monster.
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to call me Spike. I was like, no way. I had to see the CT scan thing because I'm like, first they did the MRI. And I mean, I had never been through anything like that. It wasn't like I had this series of back issues or anything, ever. I mean, I have lower back pain now and then, but it was like, no big deal. It started with my hip. And I'm like, what's up with that? And then it drifted into my back, and then all of a sudden I was just like down, like literally on the ground, and I couldn't stay. It was totally fucked up. It was the most, I'd never been through anything like that. And then it would back off, and then so they started giving me the steroid things. I went through a series of those in my hip, and then I went through the series of those in the injections, and then the injections in the lower lumbar was L4, L5, or whatever. And they didn't help. The hip one did for a little bit, but they didn't help. It didn't make any difference. And so, yeah, that's what it turned out. It was like the bone growth thing. And then what was happening was it was like arthritis flare-up of some sort. When they did the MRI, they thought I was in an accident because it was like this glowing white. And I'm like, well, what the hell does that mean? So, of course, the first thing that I was thinking of is like, oh, God, is it cancer or something? And they couldn't rule that out. So I was freaking out for a couple of days while they went and did the CT scan thing and all this stuff to find out more what was going on. And then that's what it was. It was actually like new bone and flare-up of arthritis. And then it had the nerve trunk was impinged on that little spike. So until everything kind of went down, so I was down for the count. I was like, oh, it's all over. But, it's not. So
right.
Things have calmed down a little bit.
Sure.
But, I'm not going to pass up a chance. You know how long I've been wanting to do something like this. So this kind of one thing kind of led to another, and it happens when it happens. And, life's too short. I don't want to, damage anything, but damn. But yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited. So,
yeah.
How have you been?
Just splendid. You know me. I just, the door's been open. It's, I look out every day, see if Veronica's walking up my walk. I'm like a dog that just sits there waiting for its owner to come home and,
honey.
Whimpering at the door. Just kind of whimpering at the door and, finding my favorite raggedy blanket to curl up next to for some comfort and.
Oh, snookum.
but anyway, the fans were asking about your solo record, and they were asking about the Kickstarter campaign and when the little prizes are going to be mailed out.
Well, let's work on getting that record done first, shall we? It has been the never-ending story, and up until the moment, literally at 4:00 in the morning, I'm on the phone with Italy going, okay, are we done yet? Because basically, to make a very long story short, that record almost had to be completely redone. So one thing led to another thing, and nobody's being thrown under the bus or anything like that because there's no need to. It was just a series of circumstances. And at the end of the day, I'm very happy that things turned out the way they did. I finally have a release date, and I was getting ready to check my emails as soon as I can slow down for a minute because I want to make sure that the final mixes have all been done. I mean, literally, we had to tweak this here and tweak that there, and the mastering needed to be done. It was just crazy. So as far as the Kickstarter stuff, I mean, God, what a godsend that was. I just ordered the stickers because I want to make sure that this record's happening, and that's been my focus next to getting better. And so as far as I know, it should be July 3rd. So now it's a mad rush to catch up with everything that needs to get done for that, because not being able to do anything, being incapacitated for a while, has set everything back. But there was already, God, it's just, there's been so much it could take your entire show, just all the stuff that's been going on. However, so now I can pick this back up as soon as I get back, and then after the surgery, and then we're going to start. I'm bringing Gary. He got one of my corsets, so I'm going to start doing all that stuff. And the T-shirt's going to be made when I get back. I just needed to concentrate on getting better. But the record is supposed to come out on the 3rd. So I'm going to, as soon as I get the okay, I can pre-order the ones that I need to order to take care of everybody and all the other stuff that needs to get done. So I'm so grateful for everybody that contributed and those that couldn't and wanted to. I thank you for that, too, and all the well wishes, and you guys for everything you've done. So far, so good. It's getting there.
Good. Well, we've had a few people, that participate in the chat room and are, weekly listeners, and they're just like, since the Kickstarter campaign ended and we really haven't heard or seen anything since, so what's going on? So I'm glad you came on and gave us an update.
Well, I gave them an update to let them know exactly what was going on, but it's kind of difficult to... Hold on one second here. Stop. Oh, shit. I'm trying to pause this stupid thing. They charge an arm and a leg for this move. There we go. So, yeah, it's just been every time I think, okay, the next thing is done. Okay, we can do this now. It's been another delay. So I'm looking forward to the fun stuff of being able to take care of all this and get everybody, handled and being able to go out and do a couple of shows for this stuff. I'm working on that when I go to Belgium. I'm supposed to be meeting with some people there that are really interested in being part of the solo thing, too, as far as doing some stuff live. So,
sure.
I'm going to be sending out some alternate ideas for T-shirt designs, and it's just everything got pushed back because...
Right. Well,
I didn't expect any of this stuff.
Sure. And well, as that old saying goes, the best laid plans have been known to go astray, and I'm sure that you're experiencing that.
Especially when they're mine. I mean, you've known me for a long time. It's like it's always something. It's such a V thing, and it's like all this high drama and crawling around on the ground. I was losing my mind.
Right.
But when you're doing something that you really, if it's the last thing I do, this record and taking care of everybody that helps support it is.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to come on and talk to you and stuff too. It's just there just hasn't been any time.
Sure.
Every moment I have now is trying to catch up for the time that I felt like I lost or I did lose. So.
Well, Chris,
I'm happy to be talking to you now.
Yeah.
Where's Chris?
Well, he kind of bitched out on me tonight. He texted me about an hour or so before the show, and he's just like, "Oh, dude, I'm just like totally fried. I need to close the eyes for a while. I'll join you in a little bit. I just need to get some rest. So that was 4 hours ago.
Uh-oh, he's probably like. Definitely Z's coming out of his head right about now.
Exactly. So he had a soft opening for the Pinball Hall of Fame today for friends and family. And next week is the VIP grand opening, which we're going to broadcast from that, for the most of the day.
I think I wanted to make it to that. Me and my dumbass, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I would have been planning on going the whole time. I was going to take Gary and...
You got to talk into the phone, V.
I am.
So he was just like, yeah, I'll join you at about an hour, but that was 4 hours ago.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Oh, he's fine. I'm sure that, like you said, he's got Z's coming out of his head, so he's probably passed out somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I know he's been like really stressed out with that whole thing and trying to put that together. That's going to be cool. That should be fun doing the show from there.
Sure. Well, we're going to do it.
Have you seen it?
I've seen just the pictures, but I'm going to go. I'm going over there next week, so I'm heading over on Friday, and we're going to do a broadcast from there from noon until we end the show Saturday night or Sunday morning, whatever. So we're going to do a whole thing from there for the whole day.
Wow.
Yeah. And Ron Keel's going to perform, and Billy Morris going to perform, and we're going to talk to the people who, are checking it out and get their, their thoughts from it. And, just do whatever we need to do to entertain people who can't be there to kind of take part in it.
Right.
And you'll be out where? You'll be out in Europe.
Yeah, I think I'll be in Belgium that day.
Right.
And then, I'm just trying to keep up with my own self.
Sure. Sure.
But that's a good thing, This is great. And I just hope I don't fall apart like Humpty Dumpty before then.
Right.
But I'm really proud of, I'm so happy for him because I know he's got so many irons in the fire and all that stuff. And I'm happy with things going on in your world and stuff, too. So a lot of good things.
Sure. Well, the fans in the chat, the fans in the chat room were asking because we had you on the show prior to the Kickstarter campaign. They wanted to know, what did the boobs weigh?
Oh, shit. I have it written down on my desk. I'm trying to remember. God, it seems like it was forever ago.
It was, but
they may be part of the problem.
Yeah, but
we don't want to talk about that.
But you left the fans hanging for all.
Don't
stuff.
Even try to pull the guilt thing on me.
I'm not putting the guilt on you. I'm just telling you that these things do not escape their minds.
God. Do I really have to say?
Well, you don't have to, but
I will. I have to get some nerve up to do that.
Nerve? You go out there on a stage and you perform in front of hundreds of people,
right.
Getting nerve to talk to me.
Absolutely.
Oh, please.
Absolutely. You know me.
Please.
You know how that's a different thing. When you're on the stage, it's a whole different thing.
I understand.
At least for me.
Sure.
But I'm kind of, I don't want to say shy, but actually I kind of am when it comes to certain things. I really, you know that, and I'm just kind of, trying to keep my head down and just do what I got to do. But then when it comes to the music, I guess it's just different. That's a whole nother thing. Like I don't want to say alter ego, but you know how that goes.
Sure.
But you know what? You guys have been, you guys deserve it. I'm going to have to reweigh them. they kind of went back up, and now they're kind of going back down because I like not being able to exercise or anything, put on so much, so they probably would have tipped the scales. But now I think they've calmed down a little bit.
Nice.
So we have to give an accurate reading,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, make sure when you fly back from Europe that that plane stops over through Chicago area for a couple of days.
To be honest, my flight home has not been booked. I mean, my flight back to the States has, but I haven't booked my flight back to Phoenix. So don't be surprised if I come and visit. I would love to see you. I really wanted to be there for the opening of the Pinball Museum.
Sure.
I really had. But I have all the stuff written down on my desk, and was talking to Chris about it and stuff, and that would be cool. And I'm like, well, shoot, I want to go there, and because I'll never forget my third chair. I was your first. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah. I was like, wanted to repeat that. That would have been a blast.
Right.
But that won't happen.
Nobody will ever take your place, V. Nobody.
You better not let it. I probably would be rather hurt.
It'll never happen. Never.
You don't think so?
Never happen.
So you would do that again, though, with me?
Oh, absolutely.
If I came out?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my God. Oh, we have to do that.
Absolutely.
That was, God, I don't know that I've ever laughed so hard or had like.
I know. I've never seen anybody bury their face in the carpet laughing as hard as you have.
Oh God, one of the highlights of my life. Right. It was just so fun.
And you'll have your own room and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah, so the door's open, the key's under the mat.
Okay. Do you want a roommate then?
Absolutely.
Okay. We can make arrangements.
All right. You're
and
here.
then you can weigh them yourself.
That's right. My place is your place.
Wow. That's great. And your fans are great. And I will, you know what I'll do is go down to the have a business center down here, and tomorrow is my day to just, chill and like not be driving and stressing and all that stuff. So I'm just going to relax. And it's nice to be out of the house and be able to actually think. I'm actually meeting with all these different people and stuff to try to get things going while I'm still able to do this stuff. And maybe it's time for for another update, because I know they haven't been as frequent as they should. And the next thing you know, it's like another month goes by, and I'm like, oh, shit. So, because I'm telling you that without those contributions, I would not have been able to finish this record, because there was like there was nothing coming.
Well,
no
I sure hope you put some nice liner notes in there about the CMS, and
I did.
You for myself, and
I have the artwork, and there's so much that like I can't share yet that I would love to be able to. Yeah, but I could send it to you, and you just wanted to check it out, because really worked out. When I get out of the way, it seems like the universe is, although it may seem like so many negative things happened, out of them, I've had to take a really good look at myself, and it makes you realize what's important to you, and you think everything that you are about is like gone. And so just the thing with the music and all the delays and all that kind of stuff, it's like, this is going to be really, really I'll feel so triumphant when it's done. It's like giving birth, but I totally lost my train of thought. But it was like, good Lord, please, I'll just be glad when it's done, and hope everybody likes the record too. And I want to just thank everybody for participating. And there's been so much going on as far as in the last hour, so to speak, people stepping up to help me with recording and putting down tracks. Jimmy Durkin and Mick Tucker and all Peter Tintin, all these different people that are stepping up to make this record even better. And I'm getting kind of excited about it. But you're in those liner notes and the fans of CMS.
Sure, of course. Well, Joe Freelance in the chat room regarding your appearance here live on the show when you were here at the studio. He says, as a listener, I haven't laughed that much either. That was a great show. Laughing with the V was great.
Oh, right. Isn't that make life just like better?
Of course.
Laughing and being able to share it. God, it doesn't get too much better than that. I just enjoy just laughter, like simple things like that. It's just the joy of it. It just, God, I'll just never forget where I was sitting on the couch and just feeling like absolutely losing it with laughter. That's cool to be able to. She just lost it, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
How many bottles of wine did I have? But it wasn't. But I still remember it. That's the scary thing. Everything, and just wow. And then of course, our future, the infamous German stuff too.
Sure. Very funny stuff. Nathan from Kentucky in the chat room, he said the poster that he gets from the Kickstarter, it better be damn sexy.
Oh, really?
That's what he says.
How damn sexy do we need it to be?
I don't know.
I have a photo shoot for that on Tuesday.
Okay. That's all he says. It says the poster better be damn sexy. That's all he's got to say.
Okay. All right, then. Well, we'll work on that. I have some, there's going to be like the exclusive Kickstarter poster thing. So I was going to do something a little more daring than usual, but I don't know if I'm nervous. But I mean, it's not going to be, too crazy. But I'm going to try to make it as sexy as possible.
Nice. Well, the fans are behind you, V, as you know.
I know.
I don't think you'll find a group of more hardcore fans than the CMS fans.
I think not. I think you're absolutely right, and I am beyond. I have such a debt of gratitude for that stuff. Who gets to do that? Who's luckier than me right now?
No.
I'm feeling pretty privileged in this moment because of that. I am. I am sitting here like I look absolutely tore up. I'm glad it's not like a video thing, because they'd be like, "Whoa, keep the poster." I'd be like, no, well, this is kind of scary. I had my little granny panties on and looking like all tore up and, hair every which way and, the fur slippers and big old polar bear slippers and shit. I don't care. And a raggedy T-shirt, and I don't care.
Right.
And it's nice just to be here and be able to talk to you and speak freely and stuff.
Sure.
And not have to worry about it. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Free the V. It's
right.
Free Willy. Free the V.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you, V, this week in my office, I work with a couple of people who are not quite hip to the style of music that I enjoy and that you perform, and so I just said you guys are going to listen to this, so I whipped out the Seer, and they were just like, oh yeah, absolutely, and I was just like, listen to this, and they were just like, wow, what is that? Who is that? Of course, that's, it's just like, yeah, that's the Seer, Something about that song just does it for me,
Wow.
It's like an injection of I don't know what it is. It just makes me chubby.
I wasn't expecting that.
Of course
well,
not.
I'm glad to be able to contribute to your chubbiness. Oh, God, Rhonda's warming up now. Oh, God. I'm supposed to be calming down. I knew it was like, no. Oh, God, help me.
So what's the story with this song you did with the rods? Tell us a little bit about that.
I sent Chris an email so that he could get the download. That's why I thought you were calling, because you were playing it tonight.
No, Chris doesn't share anything with me unless I prod him for it, And it's all,
wow.
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll send that over
wow,
to you.
That's a bummer. Because I wanted to make sure and talk to you before I left, but because I got a text from him, I'm like, yeah, here, and I actually did send him the email, because I don't have it to just, well, shoot, I probably should just give it to you. But I was asked to go through certain channels in order to do that, which, Veronica's not used to that. Veronica's used to running shit.
Right.
You know how hard this is for me. Come on, let's get real. You know how difficult it is for me to, just have to, go, okay, thank you, yes, sir. I am grateful, don't get me wrong, but V's used to, doing her shit.
Right.
And now V has, not my thing.
Sure.
So,
going through official channels.
Official channels. I was like, what? But
it's almost like living at home.
Oh. You got a point there. Whoa! You're not getting any argument from me, son. It's just not going to happen,
Sure.
You just shut the V down there.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, you know it is like Stalag. Papers.
Wow, you're getting a little punchy. I know you're about ready to hit the rack.
How much does it weigh? No. What? And this is no alcohol. I haven't been drinking for weeks, which is really killing me.
Yeah, no. What is it? Red Rock Melbeck.
Oh my God!
I have
that
some.
Stuff is fabulous.
I have some down here just waiting for you.
Do you really?
I do.
Really?
I swear to God.
Oh my.
Yep, 2 bottles.
Really? Don't you dare touch it. That's mine. It's put a big V on it.
It's sitting right here waiting for your return.
Okay. All right. I did have, what did I have? A shot of Maker's Mark, or whatever you call it.
It's whiskey.
After we finished the recording.
Yeah, Maker's Mark.
I was tame. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but that was, and it's then I didn't go off all crazy, and I wanted to have, how I get, once we get started on that wine, the girl gets going. Whew. But no, I've been very, very good, which is kind of lame, but it's been good for me too. I have to.
Right. Well, you got to perform in Europe, and you got to make the European fans happy.
Oh yeah. It'll be a blast. I'm looking forward to doing it. You need to come with me.
I wish I could.
I do too. We'll take just a bus full of CMS fans, and we'll just go.
There you go.
Then fly over, and then we'll just we need to do the CMS tour.
Absolutely.
How fun would that be?
Well, the next year, 2016,
okay,
will be the 20th anniversary of the Classic Metal Show. And
damn,
I'm going to do a special show, and my good friend Don Dokken and the band Dokken has already signed on to be the headliner. But the V would be a great opener.
Pick me.
Well, like that wouldn't happen, of course. But
I would be so honored.
I'm planning a big celebration, 20th anniversary next summer.
Oh my God!
And I don't have all the details yet, but if and when that comes to fruition, of course, I would love to have you come out and be a part of that.
Oh my God! I'd be so honored. Oh, I'm still alive. That'd be great.
You'll be alive. You'll be fine. I'm
going out doing what I got to do.
Exactly.
I'll be all brought out on a stretcher and stuff, but that'd be great. But I'd do it anyway, even if I did. You know me.
Well, Don already committed right here on the show that he's going to do it.
Okay. I want to do it.
So you'll be a part of it. And
okay.
It's just 20 years of my life's work.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And believe it or not, you've been a part of 7 years of that.
It's been that damn long,
It's been that damn long. Yeah, so
that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, so you've been a third of that.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. And oh, you know what else? I'm going to be coming out here in July. So maybe I can come. We could plan a third chair thing for July. Make it part of my.
Veronica, the key is waiting for you. It's sitting right here. You got your own key.
Okay. All right, and then the 2 bottles of Malbec will remain untouched, correct?
They'll be remained unopened until you get here.
Okay. That sounds good. And we can reweigh them, the boobs, too.
Right.
I'll do that when I get home before I go for the surgery, the back surgery thing.
There you go.
Because then I'll be, out of it for a week. But it's supposed to be, it's outpatient, but it's not the one where they just, do the little laser thing. I mean, they'll have a scar on my back and all that kind of stuff, but who cares? It's so it'll be all right. It's not going to be too bad. But for the first week, I think they're going to dope me up pretty good. Well, that should be a fun show then.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe we should do it then.
It'll be a good time.
Woo! That might work. We may just do it, but that won't be the third chair thing. That'll be like a precursor. And then in July, I'm supposed to come out here and do a movie, believe it or not.
Well, it's not hard to believe.
I'm kind of tripping on it. But it's called The Devil's Five, and it's going to be my person who's playing my husband is Ralph Sheepers from Primal Fear.
Primal Fear, nice. Yeah. He's been a guest on the show probably about 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never met him. I've never even spoken to him, so he's supposed to play my husband.
Nice.
Another German, great. I can't get some break.
At least you could speak the language.
Yeah, well.
October!
It'll be interesting. Yes. It'll be on.
You will play harder. You will play faster. You will enjoy it.
That'll be it. That works for me. I can respond to that. I'm used to hearing that.
Nice.
That's fine.
Well, so we can look forward to the solo V record in July. Yes.
Which would be a cool thing. Then I'll come out there, and I really do want to come and see you. And yes, I'm saying this on the show. I really, if all goes well with this production, so I consider at least I'm on closer to you than I would be in Phoenix. So it can't be that difficult to get to you from here.
Sure.
And I will make that a part of the whole thing. It's towards the end of July.
All right.
So that'd be a perfect a launch for the record as well.
Right.
So.
All right. So we're basically looking at about 10 weeks.
Yeah.
10 weeks.
That works for me.
Goes by fast.
Trust me. I know. Yeah. Tell me about it. What? It's when? Good Lord. But I will send you some of the tracks from the solo record. Now, you've heard some of the stuff.
Yeah, I did, and I was telling the fans in the chat room that I've had some stuff for about a year now.
Yep.
But I don't know how much of that has changed or how much of it is different or whatever. But yes, I've had about four songs.
Yeah, they sound really different now. I mean, they're not completely different. The gist is still the same, but there have been so many things added as far as other songs. You know, did you hear any of the Michael Sweet stuff?
No, I have not.
It's pretty amazing. So he was just amazing to work with. It was scary, but it was good. So I'll send you that. That kind of like set the bar for, okay, well, we needed to sound a little, sonically, not necessarily musically, but okay. I think that was the main issue was, well, how are we? It was kind of like two different recordings going on, and then bumped into some other issues and stuff too that ended up getting very expensive. And then time consuming, and then all over the place. But it's all kind of gelling back together now. So I hope everybody will like it. So I will send you. Actually, I probably have some of them in a Dropbox. I will, just for your ears.
Yeah, well, you know me. I wouldn't, betray your trust like that.
I know.
So
I trust you completely, and I'm looking forward to having this done, just so I can move on. So.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts, because when it gets by you, then you're going to be looking for the next thing. So
you are exactly right, and this process has made me have to look at that and go, well, you know what, I get to do this. It's not God, I have to do this. I get to do this. It's really an honor to be able to even casually or seriously do something that you love as much, and then you sometimes don't realize how much you love something until it's damn near gone.
Well, that's a Cinderella thing, isn't it? You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that goes on a lot of levels for me. It's like, well, wow. And then I like even just the Kickstarter campaign itself, there was so much effort put into that, and then it seems like I dropped off the map, and it wasn't intentional. Like, oh, well, I got your money now. It's like, oh shit, now I got to go get this shit done.
Exactly.
And then like dominoes, because it everything. The next thing you know, then all this other time has gone by, and then you think, okay, good. All right, this is going to happen. Oh, no, not yet. It's not going to happen. So it's like the hurry up and wait type of thing. So I haven't even heard the final version yet. So I'm hoping that when I check my inbox that there's not any bad news like, well, we're going to postpone it or anything. I'm hoping all the last minute changes went through, and I've almost been scared to check, to be quite honest with you. Last I saw, there was one change to some guitar track or the level or whatever, and I'm hoping the mastering has already been done and turned in, and we can move on. So, time. And then I want to do a music video too. So,
of course,
we've got stuff to do.
That's the only way to do things these days, is release something on YouTube or Vivo or something like that.
Something. Yeah, I'm supposed to meet with someone today, so I've got to find out if I have time for that tomorrow, and then I head up to Ithaca, I think, Monday morning. So it'll be interesting to see how I'm going to fit all this into a very short period of time.
Wow.
Because now that they're like, okay, well, we want to release it now. Oh, by the way, we need this turned in by such and such a time. And I'm like, well, okay.
Well, whatever you do, just don't let the individual who produced your last press kit handle the the promotion for this.
No. Well, no, okay, now. It wasn't really his fault. I can't blame. He was there for me, So I'm not throwing anybody under the bus but myself as far as it was one of those things, okay, well, we need this now. Well, that's nice, but this time, it's funny you mention it because tomorrow I brought my own video camera and stuff with me because I have to shoot like a little promotional thing for the movie, and then I have to shoot another thing for just that. And I'm like, if I were to really talk about what it took to get this record done, that'd be like a Gone with the Wind feature, 4 hours long and stuff. And then this happened. But oh shoot, I can't put you on hold. Can I try to put you on hold for 1 second because I need to take this?
Sure.
Okay, hold on.
So there's the V conducting business at 12:30 at night on the East Coast. What a trip! La di da da da, la di da, la di da da, la di da da. So for you fans who are waiting on your posters and your CDs and whatever else that was promised you on your Kickstarter, apparently it's coming very soon. So hang out. She's taking photos and whatnot for the poster and the CD. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hello?
Hello?
All right. Hey, I was able to figure it out without
How about that?
That's good for me. Oh, man.
Well, V, I won't keep you all night, but the fans were asking for you, and of course I'm always asking for you. So they wanted to know what's going on with the V. They wanted to know where's the solo record, what's going on with that, where's the Kickstarter stuff, what's happening.
That's right.
Well,
this is inspiring me now tomorrow is my day to just be. Because if I don't get that, then I'm going to end up back in the same situation with everything flaring up and acting all crazy. So, that being said, then everyone is more than deserving of getting I want to follow up and get back with everybody and start getting in some ideas for the whole, like, with T-shirts and all that kind of stuff to do. At least I've turned everything in with everybody's names. It's all in the booklet and stuff, and I can't wait to show you that artwork. It did really come out well, and then I have to hand it to Frontiers for hooking that up. And then it worked out so well with the rods and stuff because they had a photo shoot, and so some of the pictures, I'll send you those too. I'll text you those. They came out really cool, and they ended up in the booklet too. And that was like, we're talking last minute because that just happened, last month?
Sure.
This is how down to the wire the artwork itself, and we couldn't do the credits for all the musicians because they were changing and being added all the way up until like 2 weeks ago, or not even that. Just incredible little journey, and I appreciate everybody's patience. I really, really do.
Sure. Well, did you say?
I hope they won't listen to it and go, God, this really sucks. I waited for this. You never know.
Well, did you send Carl Kennedy my regards?
Actually, yes, I did. And
he said, who?
Paris right now.
And he said,
no, he did not. I had told him that I wanted to make sure that I could get, I wanted to talk to you guys. So I don't want you to think that I wasn't thinking of you. It's just I'll look at the clock, and it's like, oh, shit. And then I thought, okay, well, this would be perfect. My intent was to contact you anyway about being on the show. And I was in touch with Chris, and I even sent him the information about how to get the song. So that's why I thought you were getting a hold of me. But I had been, like, terrified, like, on the road, just driving. And then there was total raining and all this kind of crap. And, if I was driving my car, I wouldn't have problems. But the whole rental car thing, and I didn't expect it to rain, so I'm trying to figure out where the wipers are and trying to do this and that, and then to do the traffic out here is insane. It's an adventure, right?
Right.
So, I love that. At the end of the day, I love that shit.
Sure. Well,
I love having that story.
In the future, if there's something you want to share with me, just send it to me, because Chris will just go, oh, yeah, I forgot. V sent something over.
Okay. Well, I will find that and forward that to you. Or I'll figure it out, because I want you. I'd like to see what people think of that song.
Sure.
It was fun. It was one of those whirlwind things where it's like, okay, now you're going to go in the studio, and I hadn't even sung a note in over like a month and 2 months, maybe. So that was grueling for me. But and then it's like, okay, then we're doing a show too, and it was, oh shit. So I was toast. I was beat. It was like boot camp, but it was cool. So I will get that to you ASAP.
Excellent.
All
right, V. Well, hit the rack. Go to bed. Get some good sleep.
I will.
Get your beauty rest.
Yeah, I need that. I may like go into a coma.
Nice. Be careful on those New Jersey, New York highways.
I know. They're brutal. I love it.
Those people are maniacs over there.
I love them. I wouldn't mind living here at all.
No way.
But not like in the city, but like I like New Jersey. I love it.
Really?
From what I've seen, I think it's freaking beautiful. And then just seeing all these trees and then just shit everywhere. I love it.
Well, you're in Sopranos land over there.
I know. I love that too. And the accents. Oh my God, it's so hot. Forget about it. Anyway, so yeah, life's pretty good right now.
Good.
Thanks to you and the people of CMS.
Right.
The foundation of CMS.
Exactly. All right, V. I'm gonna play something that I thoroughly enjoy. I never get tired of hearing this. Of course, I'm talking about The Seer from Dominion. Love that song. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's the feminine side that just comes out, starts out the song, and just gets into the monster vocals that you could deliver. So,
you are good to me.
I love it.
You really are.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you,
no,
V. All right. I'm gonna play.
Lamb chop.
Okay, I'm gonna play Seer. If I don't talk to you, be safe going to Europe and all that. And
well, can you call me tomorrow then? Maybe after you. I know you were going to be at.
No, I'll be home all day, so I'll call you.
Call me tomorrow. We're in a closer time zone at least, right?
Yeah, an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah. Call me in the afternoon. I would love that.
Okay, we'll talk.
Okay, honey.
All right,
Thank you.
All right,
bye, baby.
well, V, why don't you introduce the song and tell us a story about it?
Wow. To be real honest, it was one of the first songs Pete and I ever wrote. Ever. Like back in the day. And it was the first song that I ever wrote all the lyrics and the melody to back in the day. We're talking way back. And then we just sat on it and never did anything with it. And then when Dominion came out, it was like, you know what? Let's revisit this song. Because we had taken sections of it and put it in other songs, and I'm trying to think of which one it was. But at the end of the day, the Seers got to live one more time, and I'm glad we did that. And it makes me feel very honored that you in particular like this song, because it has a lot of meaning to me. So it's just about that part that you have within you that just has that inner knowing and letting that express itself sometimes, because sometimes you really don't have control, and you have to go with that inner self and let that guide you and let go and let it be.
Excellent. Well, I love this song, V, and I love you, so here it is. It's Benedictum, featuring the lovely V on vocals, and this is The Seer, exclusively here. Where, V?
On the CMS, the classic metal show, baby. Forget about it.